Good morning, YTPC. JMZ56 here, John, doing a VR to Jesse, Sasquatch Piper II, on his 700 sub giveaway. My friend, congratulations on reaching that milestone, and I'm sure you're going to hit that 1,000 mark in no time flat. For those that don't know Sasquatch, I'll leave a link to his channel below in the bucket list. If you haven't subscribed to him, please do. The man is a very laid-back individual with a wealth of knowledge. It's always a pleasure just to listen to him when he's doing a presentation, doing a video. So his question was for his video giveaway. 5 people that, I guess, inspired or helped you with your smoking experience or with your smoking a pipe. And like most people, number one to come to mind would probably be Mutton Chop Piper. Now I got to remember, I'm old. I was smoking a pipe long before there was such a thing called YouTube, long before probably the internet. So I really didn't have anybody, to get advice on how to start smoking a pipe or what to look for. So I found Mutton Chop's channel and learned quite a bit. I learned that they actually have a name for blowing smoke through your nose. It's called retrohaling. I thought, my God, I'm ahead of my time. I was doing that for years, because I used to smoke cigarettes. But like Corvette Jim from CJP Pipe Rescue says, every day's a school day. If you're not learning, you're being left behind. So I learned something new. Also learned about some different blends, because I'd been smoking old codger blends. So Mutton Chop was kind of a wealth of information, brand new stuff that I've never heard of before. Second of all, somebody that really inspired or got me to doing a video was John Harden, Matches 860. Now, even though John's not here with us anymore, he's still in our hearts and memories, and thankfully his daughter and his wife left his videos up for us to still enjoy. But John's the one that got me to actually do my first video. He did a couple videos on new presenters wanted and what to do, what to look for when you're making your first video. So John was very inspirational in getting me to do this. Number 3, George 416. Although George is pretty much, I won't say brand new, but George is a newcomer to the YTPC. He's been around. He's got some fantastic videos. And what George did, as far as inspiring me, George always has a very positive outlook. George will always comment on your video, no matter what. And it's always a positive comment. George salted the earth. Let me put it to you that way. All right? If you haven't subscribed to his channel, I'll put his link in the bucket list below. Now, many of us in the YTPC are been around for a while, so we're pretty much familiar with Mutton Chop and Matches. And so to put their links down there probably wouldn't be necessary. Everybody probably has already subscribed to them. But some of the newer guys that I mentioned, I'll put their links to. Another individual, and this gentleman subscribed to me when I was doing my 100 sub GAW. So my philosophy is I'm going to subscribe back to anybody that subscribes to me, just to keep this community going, to keep it flourishing, to keep it growing. The gentleman that subscribed to me and then I got on his channel and started watching it was a gentleman by the name of James Stumbo. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard about him since. James, in my opinion, is and excuse my French, one hell of an individual. He is a very, very giving individual. And listening to James in some of his videos, James was not born with the proverbial silver spoon in his mouth, come from the Hamptons or Martha's Vineyard. James had a pretty much, rough childhood. And he has a few medical issues. But besides that, James has got a heart as big as all outdoors. And he asks nothing in return. That's a fine gentleman in my book. Like I say, being in law enforcement for 41 years, I've seen enough despair and anxiety on the street. And this man would have probably every right to have despair and anxiety up the hilt, and yet not 1 ounce of it. There's somebody you should know. John, the Bearded Welshman, was always there anytime I asked him a question. Never turns anybody away. Everybody is welcome to his channel. No matter what your political, religious beliefs are, you're always welcome to his channel. John is another caring individual. He's had some problems, medical issues. Would probably have every right to be disgruntled. Not at all. There's 5 people that I can think of right offhand. Got to be pretty inspiring to anybody, whether you're smoking a pipe or just life in general. Couple honorable mentions. I know, Jesse, you only wanted 5, but there's so many I can't leave them out. Mel, Garbage Man Piper. Caring and giving individual. Curmudgeon. Sense of humor par excellence. Especially when he did his video on Greg the Tunnel Take. That was hilarious. Full Dottle. Dallas. Dallas is a wealth of information when it comes to tobacco reviews. And somebody that maybe nobody might think of, but I did. Somebody that gives his time freely. Doesn't have to, but does. Paul the Piper, over the pond. Always willing to give his time for moderating live streams. So once again, Jesse, I give you 5, plus a handful more. And there's so many, many more that I could name that have helped me learn a lot of new things about blends, various blends. I was pretty much a arrow smoker. Occasionally the old codger, Carter Hall, Prince Albert. A lot of these guys introduced me to a lot of other blends. Balkans, Englishes, vapors. Never heard of a vapor before until I saw Bradley stuffing things. So once again, Jesse, congratulations on your 700 sub. You deserve every one of them. So until we meet again, my friends, always take care, stay well, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Take care.